What if I told you that only 1 out of around 800 applicants made it to the final list of IRDAI Grade A 2024? Now, the purpose of this video is not to scare you, but if you are an IRDAI Grade A aspirant, I would like you to know this information. Because few weeks back, we filed an RTI, and as a part of that RTI, we asked questions with respect to the number of applicants who appeared for the IRDAI Grade A 2024, and based on that information, we tried to derive the success rate with respect to different categories. And we would discuss all this information as a part of this video. But before we do that, here is an important announcement that previous year questions play a very important role with respect to the preparation for any competitive exam, including IRDAI Grade A. So what you can do, you can go to the description box, you can click over the link, and from there you can download the previous year questions that will help you to understand the trend and pattern with respect to this examination. Now, moving on to the video's context. So basically, these were the questions that we asked, that what is the category wise number of candidates who filled the application form for phase 1 of IRDAI Grade A 2024. Then the category wise number of candidates who appeared for phase 1. Then the candidates who appeared for phase 2 and the interview stage also. And lastly, what is the category wise number of candidates who were finally selected. These were the questions that we asked. Now let us see what is the RTI reply that we have received. What you can do, you can take the screenshot of this RTI information and you can see, fine, if you talk about the total number of aspirants, they were around 38,000. Now out of 38,000, only 18,655 appeared for the examination. So you can see that the number of applicants who filled the application form, out of them only around 50%, somewhere around 50% of the applicants only appeared for the phase 1. If we talk about the selection rate with respect to phase 1, you can see the selection rate is around 4.42%. Fine, because out of 18,655, only 825 applicants made it to the phase 2. Fine, and if you see it for the general category, the trend is similar. So out of 14,000, only 7,805 appeared and only 359 were able to make it to phase 2. So that is the idea. After that, what we have those candidates who cleared the phase 2 and reached the interview stage, that is 257, and for the general category it is 112, and the final candidates who got the selection were 49. So if you try to see the success rate, you can see that the success rate to qualify phase 1 is 4.42%, and for phase 2 it is 31.15%, and for the interview stage it is 19.07%. See, based on this, I would say the selection rate or the success rate, you can see that phase 1 is very competitive. So it makes a lot of sense that you are very much confident with respect to your preparation of phase 1. Apart from that, if you talk about phase 2, if you see over here, if we take any category, if you talk about general category, fine. So you can see out of 7,805, 359 students, they were able to make it to phase 2. Fine. And from 359, you can see that 112 vacancies were there. So out of 359, the competition is with respect to 112 seats. So that's why the success rate is only 31.15%. So you can see, if you try to compare the competition level with respect to phase 1 and phase 2, I would say in phase 2, the competition level is a bit lower as compared to the phase 1. So what you should do, you should always try to start early with respect to your phase 2 preparation. Please try your best to complete phase 2 syllabus before the announcement of notification for IRDAI Grade A 2025. That is going to help you in the long run, and you will be able to optimize your preparation and you are going to feel confident. Apart from that, if you talk about phase 1, the strategy is going to remain almost similar. That basically you have to focus upon the core areas, that is quants and reasoning, and the other two scoring areas like English and GA. Fine, you have to extract maximum score out of them, and anyhow, at any point of time, if you are able to make it to phase 1, the phase 2, and when you reach the phase 2, you should not miss that opportunity. You should be well prepared for the phase 2 before the phase 1 only, so that you can utilize that time between phase 1 and phase 2 for the revision. Fine, and of course to enhance your answer writing skills. Then only your success rate is going to get increased and your chances of selection are going to get increased. So what you can do for phase 1, so basically treat phase 1 as a real battlefield, because the success rate, I would say, the competition is very high. So what you can do, you can, of course, you have to build the concepts, you have to practice mock test papers, you have to focus on speed and accuracy practice. Fine. So focus on managing time in quant and reasoning. It is very important. It is going to be a huge deciding factor with respect to your selection of phase 1. Fine. Now, the next is phase 2. Basically, the phase 2 or the mains exam, it demands depth. So it is important to start early. So start building concept now, prepare before the notification only. So till the time the notification is not announced, what you have to do, you have to keep on preparing for phase 1 as well as phase 2 simultaneously. Keep your preparation well integrated, and once the notification is announced, then you can stop preparing for phase 2 and you can focus upon phase 1 only. Fine. And try to complete, I would say, 70 to 80% of the syllabus with respect to phase 2. And those students who are RBI Grade B aspirants or who are preparing for SEBI and also type of exams, for them this portion is easier to cover, because if we talk about management syllabus is almost same for RBI as well as for IRDAI Grade A. The only thing that you will have to cover is the insurance part, that is ESI impacting insurance, and also the insurance part of insurance and management. Fine. So that's all you have to cover as a part of it, and it is doable even if you start your preparation now. Fine. So try to dedicate next 1 month or maybe 1.5 months in order to prepare these two components, so that at the end of the day you feel confident about your phase 2 preparation also. Now focus on descriptive answer writing practice also. We have made different dedicated videos with respect to how to go for answer writing with respect to IRDAI. You can just go through the playlist and you can find many videos with respect to the strategies and with respect to the study plan also. So you can follow it. Apart from that, if you talk about interview stage, so 3 tips that I would like to suggest: that please try to know yourself. Know yourself mean try to know your strength and weakness. Try to know your background, your academic background, fine, your personal details, where you come from, your hometown, also sort of things, out of curiosity, out of interest, fine. So have some self-awareness and have awareness with respect to the surrounding also. For example, regarding the current affairs, and also with respect to, I would say, IRDAI as an organization. And last but not the least, once the knowledge has been gained using these 2 steps, the third step is the articulation. So work on your articulation, that how you are basically expressing your knowledge when you are giving your interview. So that is the idea. I hope it is clear to you, and that is it from my end. But before we end this session, I would like to share that basically how Edutap can help you as a part of your journey. So basically, if you go to a website, that is edutap.in, then over here you have to go to this courses section, and here you can see that IRDAI Grade A courses written over here, and you can see it over here. Fine. Basically, we offer 2 type of courses. The first is the gold and the second one is silver. Those students who are confident with their phase 1 preparation and they think that they are very much prepared with respect to quants, reasoning, fine, and the English and GA, all these components, then they can go for the phase 2, the silver course, which basically includes the content with respect to phase 2 only. But those students who want to prepare for both phase 1 as well as for phase 2, for them we have the gold course, and as a part of both these courses, basically you will be provided with the live classes that are going to get announced. They are going to get started once the notification is announced. After that, we have chapter wise recorded classes also as a part of it. Then we have sectional tests, we have full length tests, we have solved previous year questions, and we have weekly mentored talk also. Fine, where you can get your queries addressed. So that is the idea. And currently this is the discount that is running on our website, which is of 70%. Fine, and the course validity is of 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. So whatever suits you, you can go for it among these categories. And for checking out the sample or the demo sessions, you can click over these links also. And if the content of the course, the way that subjects have been dealt, if it suits you, then you can go for it. Otherwise, you can go for any other option, or if you want to go for self-study, whatever suits you, fine. So decide for yourself. So that is the idea, and I hope the session was helpful for you. And that is it from my end. If you want us to make video on some other topic, you can write it in the comment box. So thank you so much and all the best.